Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a demo of a new product that I purchased. This is Urban Decay Velvetizer. This is a translucent mix-in medium, and it can also be used as just a translucent powder. I believe this is a fairly new product. I have seen it reviewed here on YouTube, but it is certainly new to my collection, and I thought I would test it out here on camera. So this is the product. And there is a velvet strip here, so it does feel like velvet. What this product claims to do is kind of mattify your foundation and extend the foundation a little bit. Not necessarily extend the wear, but allow you to just kind of use a pump of the foundation, mix this in, and it will go a long way as far as the coverage and how much you have to use. And it's supposed to give you this beautiful, flawless finish. I don't have any of the Naked Skin foundations, and that was what they recommended you use this with. For me, if I'm going to buy a product like this, I'm hoping that it will work with any of my foundations that I want to use it with, not just their foundations. Of course, they would have to tell you that because they're trying to sell their own product, but I'm hoping it'll work with my own foundation. So I decided to choose a luminous foundation to try to really get the idea of whether this is going to make it look more matte. So I'm gonna go with my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation for today's video. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm opening it up here. That's cute, it's got a little UD here for Urban Decay. We're not going to use it just yet. I'm going to put it aside and prep my skin for foundation. So I don't have on my headband today. You guys know I like to wear a headband, so I'm gonna just clip my hair back here so that it's not in the way. And we're gonna use the Studio Fix Prep and Prime. I'll use my beauty blender to help get my skin moisturized. I already have on moisturizer, but this will really help prep the skin for foundation. I'm going to use this Too Faced Hangover Primer. I use two primers whenever I use this one. So we're going to start with this, and I like to put this around the perimeter of my face, and then I go back in with another one in my T-zone. So now I'm going to go in with my Benefit Porefessional. I like to put the Porefessional in the places where I have enlarged pores, and I like to just kind of rub that in those areas, and I've just been liking that lately, using these two together. Now that we're ready, it said I could mix in a dime size amount to my foundation. So let me get my dime size amount. It's hard to tell, but that is a tiny, it's moving around so much, but it started out as a dime. So let's go ahead and pump in, do one pump. I don't know that one pump is gonna do it for me, but we will see. And let's put this dime size amount here on my hand. Ooh. It is definitely changing the texture of the foundation. I can tell a difference. The foundation went from kind of being very loose and liquidy to being more of a pasty feel. And I'm just gonna use a brush today. This is the Morphe M439 brush. I'm just gonna begin placing it. I'm gonna go ahead and get it off my hand. So I'm gonna place the foundation, and then we'll see if we need more. My hand looks great. Oh my goodness. I'll show you guys that in a second. Okay. So we're gonna buff that into the skin. One pump, okay? So this is one pump looks like. And it actually, that's not bad coverage. because you know I'm going to highlight with concealer and do all of that, but one pump is not bad. Notice my hand. Like, this is the one that I put the foundation on, and this is one without, and you should be able to tell it just really smoothed my hand. Kind of amazing. Okay, and my skin feels nice. Now I think I'm gonna need a little bit more, but I don't want to go too heavy with foundation, so I'm gonna just put like a half a pump, like a little dot, and mix in a little bit more. Wow, this is just amazing how it makes the foundation look. It's just kind of pasty. It makes it into a little paste. Let's go in a little bit more with in some of these places that I really needed additional coverage here. And I have a few blemishes. It is just this really fine, extremely fine powder. This is the finest feeling translucent powder that I've ever used. I have Laura Mercier, I have the RCMA powder, It Cosmetics. I've had several, and this one is the most fine powder that I own. See how it just disappeared on the skin. I'm gonna quickly go ahead and add in my concealer, and then we're gonna set these areas using the powder as well and see how it performs as just a setting powder. Okay, so now I have on my Shape Tape, and I'm just gonna take a small amount, if I can get a small amount. I mean, I can see why they don't have very many holes there, because it pours out. And the amount that you get of this powder is 0.28 ounces, by the way, 0.28 ounces. So it's a little bit in here. Again, it's moving a lot. So let's take my beauty blender. Let's try applying it with that. Okay. To set these concealer areas. And let's see how I feel about it. It's more difficult. It's more difficult to pick the product up. I'll tell you guys that. Whereas like other translucent powders are thicker, and so they just stay in place in the cap. Whereas this one is moving around on me. It's moving. Okay. It's a little late, but I need to cover this one little blemish. We're gonna figure it out. So we're gonna take this powder and put it in the areas where I didn't use the beauty blender and concealer. I will tell you guys, I can't wait to see the finished look, because this feels unlike any translucent powder that I've used. So I will go ahead and say that for sure. While this bakes, I'm going to go ahead and complete my brows off camera, and I'll be back. So I have on my brows. I still need to go back and do the brow gel, but I'm going to go ahead and remove the powder. I'm going to use this Sephora fan brush. So moved in a little bit here. Oh my God. It feels amazing. My skin feels amazing. It feels like silk. It feels amazing. So let me go ahead and put on my brow gel and complete the rest of my makeup look, and I'll come back and give you guys my final thoughts on this Urban Decay Velvetizer. Alright everybody, so I'm back and I have now completed my makeup look, so let me talk to you all about my first impressions of this product. So first, let me tell you the price. This is $34 at Sephora. It is exclusively sold at Sephora right now, and it is 0.28 ounces. This La Mercier is 1 full ounce, and it is $38. So, a lot less product, but I have never been told that I can mix my La Mercier translucent powder in my foundation, nor have I tried. This is much thicker than this is. So this is still great. This is wonderful powder and it serves a purpose, but this is just different. It's just a different product. I like the packaging, so that was a really nice touch. It certainly matches the name, and the product feels extremely soft to the touch. It is definitely finely milled. It is just the finest translucent powder that I have ever used. When using the product, it was easy to use, but I did have to get used to the fact that because it's so fine, it moved around in my cap quite a bit when I was using my beauty blender or using the brush to put the product on the beauty blender or the brush in order to put it on my face. So that's not a problem, but just know it kind of shifts on you when you are trying to use the product. My face feels like a baby's bottom. Okay, it is extremely soft to the touch, and I think that I have a more flawless finish than I have had with some other products with this particular foundation. This product has really mattified the foundation. Remember, I am wearing the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, so you're usually going to have more of a luminous look. So the foundation is more matte than it normally is, and I can definitely tell there's a difference in how this foundation looks than how it normally looks on my skin. You guys know that I used this Morphe brush. It's a buffing brush. For today's video, I really wanted to use it with a brush since I was mixing in a powder, just to make sure that the beauty blender didn't interfere with the product working. So it really applied well with my brush, and it really buffed into the skin very easily, and I didn't have any issues. My foundation wasn't moving around on my face. It buffed in very beautifully with 1.5 pumps. 1.5 pumps, guys. That's all it took of this foundation using this mix-in product from Urban Decay. Fantastic. I am 43 years old and I will be 44 next month. And I do think that this product, along with some of the other products that I use, like the Porefessional, definitely have helped to kind of minimize my pores and my fine lines and give me more of a youthful look. So yes, anytime I can find a product that is going to make me look youthful, I am all for that life. All about that life. So I'm going to zoom in so that you can see how this looks up close. So this is what I look like up close wearing this product, and I think that my pores are smaller and definitely minimized, but remember I wore Porefessional, and the fine lines around my eyes are less noticeable. I'm not seeing any creasing. Like, because I am in my 40s, of course I am going to have some wrinkles right here around my eyes, but I'm not seeing my concealer crease. My concealer looks really good with this product. So it did a good job of setting my concealer in place, and I don't see any additional creasing on my face. So overall, just my foundation is not breaking apart anywhere. Sometimes you may see blotchiness when you apply your foundation, and when you put your powder on, you have patches. I'm not seeing any of that. You know, I'm not seeing any of that at all. Overall, Really excited about this product. This was definitely a great buy. Even though you don't get a lot of product, it's definitely worth it for me because it gives me so much flexibility as far as what I can use it for, and I'm certainly happy that I purchased it. I am interested to see how it's going to perform in pictures. Am I going to get any flashback? I want to know, am I going to have to blot throughout the day, or is it going to wear better than some of my other translucent powders? I'm just really excited. Like, I'm thinking, you know, when I have a foundation that maybe doesn't perform exactly like I want it to, I'm interested to see, you know, when I add this in, am I going to get like a whole new foundation? Is it going to just totally transform my foundation and make it better than when I started? So I can't wait to continue to play with this a little bit, and I will be sure to update you guys in the description box if anything changes or if I find out anything new while wearing this product. I have probably been wearing this now for about an hour, and I have not touched up at all. I used my fan brush with no additional product on it to remove any of my fallout from my eyeshadow, but I have not added any additional product before filming. So I love the finish that this has given me, and I'm really impressed with the product. So I hope that you all have enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions or comments, make sure that you leave them for me below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, make sure that you click that subscribe button as well as turn on the notification bell. That way you won't miss any of my uploads. And I'll be seeing you guys again very soon in my next video. So until the next time we meet again, this is Savvy signing out.